The new legendary tavern has arrived in Rise of Kingdoms, but has anything actually changed? Join me as I break down the new legendary tavern. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms gameplay episode from your very own Chappy Gaming. Today, we are checking out the new legendary chests that have joined the normal tavern within Rise of Kingdoms. If you did read the release notes, then you know that with this most recent update, they added legendary chests to the normal tavern, which is a welcome addition. But is this just the normal legendary tavern that's just been taken and moved? Or is this better, or is this worse? So today we're going to walk through it. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right hand corner, and hit the bell so you get notified when new episodes come out. So as you can see, they did maintain the same thing where it's 200 keys, and every 10 chests you open, you get a guaranteed legendary commander or their sculptures. And it does look like they've maintained a lot of the same stuff that they had previously, including all of the commanders that you can get are still the same ones that they have been before. You're not able to get a Manatore. You're not able to get Scipio from here yet, which is a little bit of a bummer. It looks the same, and you still use your sovereign keys. And if we check out the exchange shop, they've made it a little bit prettier, but I don't think they've actually added anything. You still have 40 legendary commander sculptures and 400 keys, and this does refresh every 55 days, which ironically is actually the same counter that they use when you're in a KVK. All the exchange rates seem to be pretty much the same. And let's check out the rules. So you can use sovereign keys or gems to open legendary chests and get the items within. That's nothing new. And you still get the guaranteed, commander, head, or commander every 10. And you do have a chance to win a choice reward with every 200 chests you open. So nothing has really changed there. When opening legendary chests, if you acquire a legendary commander or their sculptures whose expertise you've already unlocked, it'll be exchanged for legendary marks. Legendary marks are what you can then use to buy stuff in the shop. So that's nothing new there. And up to 2,000 legendary chests can be opened per day. So that's nothing terribly exciting. Let's take a look at the probabilities here. So for the most recent commanders, your probabilities are lower than some of the older commanders. And we can see that here. To get a full 10 heads of Trajan, you get 0.021%, which is pretty much non-existent. Same for, actually a little bit better for Moctezuma. I'm assuming it's because he is a peacekeeping commander and they don't really want to help you. For Nebu, it's the same as Trajan. For Cyrus, it's a little bit better. For Zeno, it's the same as Nebu. So the breakdown is kind of normal. I'm not terribly surprised. You do have a higher chance of getting William. You have a higher chance of getting YSS. And then you get into some of the older commanders here who I believe you have a much higher chance of getting. So Takeda is 0.35 as well, so that's same as Moctezuma. Edward, you're almost a 1% there. Not even. But yeah, Edward, you have fairly good chance. Tomyris, you have a not so great chance. And what this is showing me, it's very clear that they were deliberate about making the crummier commanders harder to actually get from the legendary tavern, which is kind of a shame. And unfortunately, you do have a lot of the same odds as before, it looks like, where you really have the highest chance of getting Tomes of Knowledge, which is not terribly useful. So checking through this, all this looks pretty much the same. But let's check out how this actually compares to the current legendary tavern, which I can see. And so let's go through and compare, and by the end of this video, my hope is to be able to tell you guys whether this new legendary tavern is actually any better, or if you should still be saving your keys for Heart's Desire. I do have a real question here. Is Heart's Desire even still going to be in Rise of Kingdoms? I don't know. If you haven't already checked out the Heart's Desire video, that's going to be on the top right side of your screen now. You can check it out if you'd like. I think it's probably beneficial, but the choice is yours. So if we come in here, we can see that the probabilities look pretty much the same, which I guess is a good thing. It means that they haven't really changed it, but depending upon how you look at it, it may also not be such a good thing because the current probabilities kind of suck. If you didn't see my original breakdown of the Legendary Tavern, definitely go check that one out. I'll link that in the description for you guys. But I do break down, whether this is worth it, whether you should be spending your gems on sovereign keys. The short answer is probably not. Sovereign keys are not really going to be terribly valuable in the Legendary Tavern. And if you do want to use your keys in Legendary Tavern, make sure that you've got up to 200 so you can get these 10 choice chests here. But looking through the different commanders that we have available, I'm not seeing anything significantly different. So what it really looks like to me is they actually just took the Legendary Tavern that exists today, and I'll go back and show you guys how to get in there, and just plopped it in the tavern. I am curious, though, how frequently it's going to be refreshing. It says that the store refreshes every 55 days, which is good, but does the tavern stick around even if you skip different rounds of KVK? That's going to be my big question here. But if you're looking at this video and you're like, hey, how does the new Legendary chest compare? My immediate reaction to this is it's essentially the same as before. If I were you, I would be saving your Sovereign keys for Heart's Desire if it still exists. We will find out when everyone goes into their next KVK, and I will be sure to let you guys know. I'll make a post for you. And if you haven't already joined the community Discord, I do post all sorts of guides and updates in there as well. I hope that this has been helpful and insightful. The new Legendary Tavern is actually no different than the one that exists today, and still not worth you spending your gems on Sovereign keys for. I hope that you've enjoyed. If you have, be sure to hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right-hand corner. Thank you. Shappy out.